Guess what, everybody? New Scream movie.
Yeah, yeah. Low effort, low effort, low effort movie reviews.
Never seen a Ghostface get a mask that quick, huh? The new trailer came out for Scream 7. It looks pretty good. However, I do have thoughts. I'm making this for anyone who maybe has a life and isn't glued to the internet figuring out new things about horror films like I am. Here's some updates on why this Scream 7 trailer is interesting. That's what this is. Low effort trailer reviews.
Low effort trailer reviews.
I've only watched the trailer one time. These are my initial thoughts. Just to check general excitement. Are you guys excited too? Is it just me? We'll see. I think it's super interesting to see trailers these days. One thing that I really enjoy about some people's trailers, like Zach Kreger's trailers, for instance, who did Weapons and Barbarian, is their trailers show you almost nothing. And because of that, you go into the movie somewhat blind, just kind of having a general idea. I really like that. On the flip side of that, you get some trailers that show you kind of a lot. And this is a trailer like that to me. It starts off showing you the opening scene, which is this couple going to an Airbnb that is Stu Macher's house, which is insane. In real life, would I go to something that looks like Stu Macher's house? Sure. In the movie world though, those kills are for real. That's like going to Ted Bundy's house, which I just think is, I don't know, weird. But whatever, they go there and you see some kills in the trailer that look interesting. I don't know how I necessarily feel about the rollover knife kill, you know? I'm gonna have to see how that plays out. Kind of cool, kind of crazy. I feel like Ghostface would get pretty hurt too if somebody was falling from like second story down. I don't know. One of the things that I know is happening in this movie is Stu Macher is coming back, which is Matthew Lillard's character. I don't know exactly how he's reprising that role. I have my theory. I saw some things online that kind of pointed to this. I do think that Scream 7 is going to be about AI, and I don't know how I feel about that. Maybe not necessarily about AI, but utilizing AI to do the things. At the very end of the trailer, you hear Stu Macher's voice for the first time. I think that that's interesting. I thought that they would have played more on that because you signed this guy on basically to keep people interested in Scream and sign Nev back on to keep people interested in Scream because you did Melissa Barrera kind of dirty and Jenna Ortega didn't sign back on either. I thought that they would rely more on him being in this movie, but they didn't say anything about it, which I think is interesting. Also, in the middle of it, if you listen, there's a part where they say anyone who's a friend of yours dies, and that's Dewey's voice. And Dewey, if you remember, he ain't here no more. So I'm assuming that they're going to use the AI to use these people's voices. That is going to be what they use Stu Macher for. There's a chance Stu Macher actually isn't alive, even though they kind of like hinted at it in Scream 6. I think it was Scream 6. I see the twins are back for this movie. I'm interested to see what kind of roles that they have in this movie, considering they had to like scrap what happened in the last two movies because of the Melissa Barrera thing. I'm just interested to see what they do with this. Overall, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Are you going to go see the movie? Have you watched the last two Scream movies? Are you keeping up at all? Do you even like the Scream franchise? Do people still care about Ghostface? I know they do. Just leave your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you next time with probably with an actual movie review.